stiff and cranky most of the time, even though I was a competitive swimmer for more than 20 years. What I'm saying is I'm not up for Yogi of the Year or anything by a long shot. If I get down on the ground, I'm not even sure I can get back up by myself. My hips and knees and ankles make noises that sometimes frighten me. And yet, what came out of me the first time I participated in one of Jen's On Being Human workshops was something like a wail. A life sorrow buried so deeply within my body I didn't even know I was carrying it. Let me tell you, I know a few things about sorrow. I wrote more than one book about sorrow, but I'd never heard myself make the sounds that came from my own physical and emotional depths that first workshop. Crying is not even close. I made a snot C on my yoga mat, my eyes puffed shut. The word I'd use is human. I touched the strength of my own vulnerability. I'd almost forgotten what it felt like to be in a state of fully human, and to have someone see me and hear me all the way to the bone. Now Jen and I teach workshops together on writing and the body. The scared me still exists. I'm just learning how to love her rather than bury her. I learned that from Jen. When I think about the years that Jen spent waitressing while simultaneously dreaming of being an actress, a story she tells frequently in her workshops, I think about how paradigmatic that story is for all of us. Our life choices surge out of us when the pressure to move gets bigger than the pressure to hold it all in. It's no Cinderella story. Fuck that story. Most of us just bust ass and fail and fall and get up and try again. We buy our own shoes and we get the fancy dresses at discount, and we no longer wait for the world to hand us a crown, a glass slipper, who could run away in those, a gown, or even a decent bra. Almost none of us jump into our dreams without rough beginnings or a damn difficult struggle along the way, or giant falls that cause us to have to start the hell over again. The Jen I know now is an internationally known workshop leader and speaker. How did she shoot the gap between waitress with a dream balloon hovering over her head to international heart-healing rock star? It may be a very good question, but it's not the only question. A better question is, how do we recognize beauty and love in the shapes of a life? When I think about the years Jen has spent mourning the death of her father, or the years she spent struggling with an eating disorder, or the years she spent trying to live with family legacies or dark experiences that torque a life path, or the years she spent helping people build bridges back to their own hearts, I think maybe she is reinventing the word beautiful. I think maybe she is asking us what it would be like if we gave beauty back to the world and to each other, instead of striving towards some false fiction that places beauty out of our reach and away from our oh-so-varied bodies. This book is the story of how Jen invented her life from the inside out, rather than waiting for the world to tell her who she might be. The story travels through doubt and depression, love and loss, grief and death, desire and dream. But more than anything else, this story travels through her actual body as she experienced the events of her life. When she began to read lips without realizing her hearing was diminished as a child, something else was born into her. When she reads your lips, she's not just looking at the words your mouth is making. She's reading your whole body story. She's giving your beauty and love back to you. When people come out of her workshops, their faces look different. Suddenly it seems as if beauty and courage and love might emerge from the inside out. What the world may think of us and the stories others project onto us falls away for a while, and we walk back out into the world with something like souls that won't stop singing, like heart songs that won't shut up. And I gotta be honest, between you and me, we could use a little more heart song these days. We could use some fierce joy that won't shut up. Lydia Yuknovich.
Introduction. Beauty hunting. You can have this. When I finally got out the tools to build what I thought I needed to get the life I wanted, I realized that what I needed was within me. But first, I had to rebuild everything. Once I did that, I would be on my way to a different kind of living. I started with the heart. I took an old phone book, the Yellow Pages,